What's up guys, I'm back once again to show you some of the hot mods of the week. Now I think it goes without saying that one of my favourite weapon mods that I've ever reviewed was the HK416, and finally there is a mod for this mod that's going to add 4 new skins into the game. And of course the mod that I'm talking about is the HK416 310N Retexture, and you're going to get a choice of 4 new colours for your HK416: black and grey, blue and grey, brown tan, and finally green. So if you're as much of a fan of the HK416 as I am, then maybe this mod is worth a download. Now the next mod I have for you is the Mutant Hunter Armor, and you can acquire this at any chem station under the utility section. None of these pieces have any perk requirements, just a small amount of crafting materials. Now the armor pieces for this mod have similar upgrades to armor that you would see in the base game, and it's pretty much the same story for the battle coat as well. So the pieces added by this mod have no more customization than items you would find in the base game, but at least there is customization options. And I think it goes without saying that the armor pieces and the battle coat both look significantly better than half of the armors in this game. So if this is something that interests you, why not give it a download? Now in keeping with the armor / clothing mod theme, the next mod I have for you is Military Soldier Vest, and you can acquire this by crafting it at any chem station under the MSV section, and you have a choice of 4 colours. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of weave. Now this may not be the single most customizable mod in the world, but it doesn't need to. Not every armor mod needs to have a million patches, colours and add-ons to make it decent, but there are plenty of mods out there that are very customizable. But sometimes it's okay to have a nice, good looking, simple armor mod. But anyway, I think that just about covers it for this mod. On to the next one. And of course, this week's weapon mod is the Recharger Gun, and you can acquire this by heading to University Point, and after gaining access to the vault below, you'll find that this weapon is actually a replacer for the Limitless Potential. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 10 capacitors, 3 barrels, 2 grips, 3 magazines, 6 sights, 2 beam emitters, and finally a choice of 14 materials, including none. Now from my time using this weapon, it's a very interesting experience. I found myself continuously trying to press the reload button after I killed an enemy. I'm guessing this is because of muscle memory, even though this weapon doesn't use ammunition, hence the name Recharger. Now even though this weapon only has 1 magazine to deal damage, I didn't particularly find myself running out of ammunition. This is probably helped by the fact that this weapon was semi-automatic, at least with the upgrades that I took, but it should be relatively easy to preserve ammunition. Simply line up your shots before firing, and try not to spam the trigger. Now the next mod I have for you is Clothes Pack, and you can acquire these outfits at any chem station. Simply look under the Clothes Pack section. Here you can craft a very wide variety of outfits, and they require no perks and will use no crafting materials. And now what I'm going to do at this point is leave an image of all the different outfits up so you can get a decent look, and help you decide if this is a mod that you'll consider downloading. Now this mod comes with 16 different outfits, many of which can be worn at the same time, making for a pretty large amount of combination options. And I know that we've spent a lot of time talking about this mod, so the last thing I have to mention is that in terms of upgrades, you have a choice of colour, miscellaneous mods and ballistic weave. And also, if you plan on downloading this mod, I would definitely recommend downloading the shoe mod that the mod author recommends, otherwise your character is going to be running around barefoot. Now yet again, whilst we're on the subject of clothing mods, the next mod I have for you is Modern Warfare Yeager, and you can acquire these clothing pieces at any chem station under the Modern Warfare Armor section for a small amount of crafting materials. Now the ring is going to offer you 10 damage resistance and 2 charisma, and the coat is going to offer you 25 damage resistance and 45 energy resistance and give you 1 strength and 1 agility. And in terms of upgrades, for the ring you have the choice of the standard 5 lining mods, and for the coat you have a choice of 6 weave and 3 skins, and this is what those 3 skins look like: the Tsar, the Honcho, and finally the Judge and Jury. Now, as clothing mods go, this one is quite unique. It's not very often that you see big clothes. Usually they're very tight to show off the CBBE body preset that you're quite obviously using. But with this particular mod, the front of the coat is open, so you still get a small glimpse of your body preset. And the second weapon mod for this week's episode is the Luger, and you can acquire this weapon by opening the console and typing in help space Luger. Here you'll receive the weapon's ID code, which you can use to add the weapon straight into your inventory. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of 9 receivers, 7 barrels, 3 grips, 2 magazines, 5 sights, and finally 9 different skins. Now this is not the first Luger mod that we've taken a look at. Back in episode 20 we took a look at the Fallout London Luger, and to be honest I can't really decide which one I like more. Both of them have a very satisfying firing animation, but this new Luger feels a bit bigger and a bit bulkier, and if my memory serves me correctly, the previous Luger had a little bit more in terms of customization, so it really depends what you want out of your Luger mod. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this mod, and the video for that matter. I hope you all enjoyed the mods here today, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.